opening.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to our Group 2 presentation with the topic Field of Psychology. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Aldi. The purpose of today's presentation is to fulfill the English final exam assignment. The first presentation will present Ratu Ataya. Its topic clinical psychology.
Thank you, Aldi. Hello, I'm Ratu Ataya, and I will present the topic clinical psychology. Clinical psychology is the field associated with psychotherapy and psychological testing. Consequently, clinical psychologists try to help people with both well-defined mental disorder and serious personal problem. It focuses on the intellectual, emotional, biological, psychological, social, and behavioral aspects of human function across the lifespan in varying cultures and at all socio-economic levels. This psychology specialty area provides comprehensive care and treatment for complex mental health problems. Clinical psychology promotes human adaptation, adjustment, personal effect, and satisfaction. Major activity of clinical psychologists is intervention, and treatment. Many clinical psychologists work directly with people who have a mental illness or psychological disorder by choosing an appropriate treatment. Clinical psychologists can help such people to overcome their problem or at minimum can manage their symptoms. Clinical psychologists often utilize different treatment approach when working with clients, including assessment. Assessment has long been a critical part of the clinical psychologist's role, whether through the observation, testing, or interview is a way of gathering information so that an important question can be solved. There's three approaches we might know. One, psychodynamic approach, cognitive behavioral approach, humanistic approach, and lastly, clinical psychology has grown out of an academic research tradition. As a result, when clinical training programs were first establishing after World War II, the scientist practitioner model was adopted. This means that this contrasts to other mental health work, such as psychiatry or social work. All clinical were to be trained both as scientists and practitioner. The next presentation will be presented by Stefania Pango with the topic experimental psychology, counseling psychology, and developmental psychology.
Thank you, Ratu Ataya. Hello, I'm Stefania Serina Pango, and I will present the topic experimental psychology, counseling psychology, and developmental psychology. Experimental psychology. Experimental psychologists use scientific methods to collect data and perform research. Often, their works build one study at a time to a larger finding or conclusions. Some researchers have devoted their entire career to answering one complex research questions. Experimental psychologists are interested in exploring theoretical questions, often by creating a hypothesis and then setting out to prove or disprove it through the experimentations. These psychologists work in a variety of settings, including universities, research centers, government, agencies, and private businesses. The focus of their research is varied as the settings of their work. Often, personal interest and educational background will influence the research questions they choose to explore. Counseling psychologists. Counseling psychology is a specialty area within psychology that shares much of the tradition and history of the larger profession and is most closely related to professional counseling. Counseling psychologists were initially focused on research, practice, and training with a particular emphasis on educational and career counseling by Carter and Davis 2001. The unique perspective of their specialty area was regularly affirmed, while new roles and diversity within the field were simultaneously embraced. Developmental psychologists. Developmental psychology is the scientific study of how and why humans grow, change, and adapt across the course of their lives. Originally concerned with infants and children, the field has expanded to include adolescents, adult development, aging, and the entire lifespan. Developmental psychologists aim to explain how thinking, feeling, and behavior change throughout life. This field examines change across three major dimensions, which are physical development, cognitive development, and social-emotional development. Developmental psychology examines the influence of nature and nurture on the process of human development, as well as process of change in context across time. Many researchers are interested in the interaction among personal characteristics, the individual behavior, and environmental factors, including the social context and the built environment. Developmental psychology involves a range of fields such as educational psychology, child psychopathology, forensic developmental psychology, child development, cognitive psychology, ecological psychology, and cultural psychology. Next presentation will be presented by Nadila Hanana with the topic Psychological Psychology, Human Factor Psychology, and Industrial Psychologies.
Thank you, Stefania. Hello, I'm Nadila Hanana, and I will present the topic Physiological, Human Factor, and Industrial Psychologies. The first, Physiological Psychology. Physiological psychology is a subdivision of behavior neuroscience that studies the mechanism of perception and behavior through direct manipulation of the brain of non-human animal subject and control experiment. This field of psychology takes an empirical and practical approach when studying the brain and human behavior. Physiological in this field usually focus their attention to topics such as nervous system, emotion, and sleep. 1. Nervous system. The system's primary function is to react to internal and external stimuli in the human body. Through emotion. Emotion constitutes a major influence for determining human behavior. Emotion activates several areas of the brain inside the limbic system and various is 1. Fear, 2. Anger and aggression, and 3. Happiness. The last, sleep. Sleep is behavior that is provoked by the body initiating the feeling of sleepiness in order for people to rest for usually several hours at a time. And the last, industrial psychologies. Industrial psychology, also known as industrial organizational, is concerned with the study of human behavior in the workplace. The following constitute the main subject areas of industrial psychology is 1. Recruitment, 2. Employee training and development, 3. Employee satisfaction and work life, 4. Performance management, and 5. Organizational development and management. Benefits of applying industrial psychology in the workplace is 1. Improve recruitment strategy and method, 2. Efficient personnel selection, 3. increased employee productivity. 4. Higher job satisfaction level. 5. Better work environment. And 6. Work-life balance.
Conclusion. This material provides comprehensive overview of the various branches of psychology, with a focus on clinical psychology, counseling psychology, developmental psychology, and industrial psychology. Clinical psychology is associated with psychotherapy and psychological testing, aimed at helping individuals with mental disorders of personal problems through a variety of approaches, including psychodynamic, cognitive, behavioral, and humanistic methods. Overall, these branches of psychology have the same goal to understand human behavior and improve the quality of life of individuals through research and evidence-based practice, which contributes to mental health, personal development, and evolution and the work environment. That's all the explanation from our group. More or less sorry and thank you.